Hey y'all, it's your girl Empress Aura back with another video. In this video, it was my last day in New Orleans. I was feeling myself. Y'all already know what time it is. Selfie cam. I was in the restaurant Coterie eating my breakfast for the last day. But before I go into that, I wanted to touch on this real quick. When I checked out, my balance was 0. And how did I get that balance down to 0? Using my Harper Perks. I have done quite a bit of material on Harper and its perks, and if you're interested, the link will be in the description below of this video. But I basically paid literally $30 worth of sales tax for the stay. Everything else to fly my mom out there was 0 because of Harper. But let's get into the rest of the video. So I had this mimosa with cranberry instead of orange juice, and it's called something with a P instead of mimosa, but it was amazing. The breakfast was good. It was a BLT with fried green tomatoes. And I usually don't do pork, but I had the BLT for breakfast, and it was good. I'm not gonna hold you, but the Uber driver was listening to some good tunes, and it smelled so good in his car. I asked him if he was West Indian. He said no. He was from New Orleans, born and raised, I believe. But he just listens to different kinds of music. So I thought that was pretty cool that he was jamming to my people's music. I'm half Jamaican, so it was a vibe. But I was a little bit earlier. I was a little bit early to JamNola. That's where we were on our way to. And so I kind of had to wait a little bit because I was leaving from Coterie. I chilled around the area for quite a bit, and then I said, let me go charge my phone back at the hotel and then be on my way. And I found this little cafe to wait at until JamNola opened, and they had some good reads in there. They had games there to play. They had little snacks there. They give you a real cup with ice, and it was just a cool vibe in there. So I hung out there until it was time to go to JamNola, and it was just a nice little vibe there. Since I know I had to sit there for a while, I patronized the place, got another sandwich, and then started making my way down the street to JamNola. I saw this beautiful artwork, took a picture, and made my way down to JamNola.
Hear from the storytellers about the artwork in the self-guided portion. So just raise your hand if you'd be interested in that. Come by and drop it.
Through the artistic lens of all of the artists that work here. And we're always trying to cater to your jam. And we don't mean like jam in a jar. We mean what gives you joy about New Orleans. Is it the food? Is it the festivals? Is it the music? Is it the culture, the lifestyle? We hope that, you'll see art pertaining to those topics, and it just lights a fire into you to, explore the 300 years of history and culture we have here. And we start out with this really cool wallpaper. It's by a guy named John Sherman. He is the Willy Wonka of wallpaper. And he made this one. It's called About Face. Because, of course, you look into those mirrors there, and it shows you your beautiful reflection, and it's all about your face. There's also little facial features in some of these mirrors, too, because those are the beautiful things that make up your face, and it's all about it. And we've got 3 other really cool.
This was one of our JamNola tour guides, and she did a really great job of explaining everything to us.
Feather Forest.
Ooh.
This is designed by a costume designer. Her name is Julianne Lanya. And ironically, she is actually allergic to birds in real life. So the Feather Forest has little to no real feathers in here. Instead, it's all recycled materials. Like this is a shower curtain as a vine. This is vinyl. We've got blue tarp leaves.
This place was such a cool vibe, and this room right here kind of matched the ambiance of my dress. I was loving it, all the neon and dark light colors.
Dedicated to a documentary with the same title. It was released in 2003 by this documentary filmmaker behind you there. His name is Royce Osborne, and he dedicated 33 of his 58-year-long life to this documentary. It's got decades of footage of the Black traditions of Mardi Gras here in the city, from the Skull and Bone gangs, which he was a part of, to the Black masking Indians who make these incredible suits in honor of the indigenous people who have their ancestors escape slavery. There's the baby dolls, who are some of the first women of Mardi Gras. They also opened up the playing field for the inclusion of women and people of color in Mardi Gras. So they're kind of civil rights trailblazers in their own right.
This whole trip has been very informative about the history of New Orleans.
Cheap shop, original, uptown ruler, bar chopper tool, no bow, don't know how.
Jade over here, it's called a Saint's Dream. She combines beautiful, vibrant colors, geometric shapes, and her love of sports to create this wall, all about that kinetic energy of game day. Everybody's team colors flying, and the true energy is going. And you can go for this colorful fumble there, use those gold footballs on that stool as props as well. The floor is a really neat collage with different photos and maps of New Orleans, all centered around this golden stripe, which is actually the Mississippi River. So feel free to follow that Mississippi River all the way down to your green stoop, where you can have a seat and watch Ko Young's second line go by and his mural come outside. And then over here is Noah Church's
I could not resist taking that photo, eating that sandwich. And this room right here, this gold room, oh my goodness, with the holographic wallpaper. I absolutely love this room. Like, it is so me. I wish I had something like this at my house. Like, it was a whole vibe. And you know what, y'all? The crazy part is the whole time I had that big ass bag because I had to catch a Uber right to the airport right after. So I had that bag on me the whole time. I absolutely love this room, even more so than the gold room. Like, the room was giving me neon, like, soul vibes, and it matched my hair. I bent down here to take this picture, and I hit my shoulder on the way up. I'm like, girl, like, you damaging yourself in the place? I really liked this room too. It was like foil and lights and gold and silver and like fluorescent lighting on the ground. Like, it was a lot of stuff going on in this room. A gold crocodile on the floor. It was a boot. It was a tree. It was just like a lot going on in this room, but I loved it. And oh my God, I loved this white room. I don't even too much like silver, but I love the fact that the room was white, bright, and it had all these colorful flowers and vases with all these beautiful words on the wall. And the tree, like, are you kidding me? These newspaper floors was a vibe. Like, I would put that in my house, for real. They had a little crawl space where you can come up into the pot. But who was doing that with my dress on? I was not about to get on the floor and crawl so I could take content in that pot. No way. Oops, excuse me. So here's the funny part. I thought the lobster room was the last room in the back. I started walking backwards. They said, you're walking backwards. And so that's when I realized, oh, there's more rooms on the other side in the cut. I was like, oh, I thought we were done. I didn't know that there was more. So yeah, there goes the crystal room. Oh my God, the crystal room was a vibe. If you love crystals, you would love the crystal room. There were these big Mardi Gras beads hanging from the ceiling. I love that. There was this wall that had like a plethora of things on it. I was trying to take a picture there. The guy was in my way, but he ended up moving to the side. So I tried to get on there and take a picture, and I did. Selfie time. It kind of matched with my dress. Everything kind of matched with my dress and my hair at this place. And this room had a mashup of so many different things. I guess there was a lot of nostalgia in the room for the older folks, or I should say from a different generation, because they were saying, oh my God, you don't remember this bread? Oh my God, you don't remember this bag? When we used to get this bag? And so I'm like, I'm an 80s baby, ma'am, and so I don't know. The bread with the bunny on it kind of looks familiar, but I was born in 84, so some of the things that, you know, other guests and tourists were having like nostalgia with, I could not really relate because I just didn't know, but I did capture some moments in this moment. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Just tap your hand on it?
Or just like, or just hold it there.
Oh.
Just hold it. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, wow.
Give you some,
Oh, I didn't know it was interactive.
and guys, our song, you can interact with the different walls, give you some. It gives you different sounds.
Wow, that's crazy. I thought that was so cool how some of these things were interactive, but this was my favorite part. The huge styrofoam heads with some of Louisiana's greatest.
That's actually the last look at the stage.
Oh my God, look at Lil Wayne. Wow. I had a wonderful time. Wonderful, 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 wonderful time in New Orleans.
Like mine. I make her feel right when it's wrong like a line. Man, she never had a love like mine. But man, I ain't never seen an ass like her. That pussy in my mouth, letting me lost for words. So I told her back it up like herb. Made that ass jump like jerk. And that's when she licked me like a lollipop. She licked me like a lollipop.